Elina, and today I'm going to show you a quick sequence that I actually do every single morning. This sequence is meant to mobilize your joints and just make you feel more fluid and mobile throughout your body. There's not really a strength component to it, and you don't need any props. You don't really even need a yoga mat. You can do this on carpet or something soft. So let's get started. Come to your back. Starting off here, just gently come into your body. I do this every day when I wake up, every morning, but you can obviously do it throughout the day as well, or at night even. Just kind of settle in here. Then bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug. Again, very gentle movement here. You sway a little side to side. You can start taking little circles, kind of massaging your sacrum. So if you imagine you have a clock on the back of your sacrum, you want to hit every digit. And other side. If this is uncomfortable, you can pad underneath your sacrum with a folded blanket or a towel or anything like that. Come back to center. Again, wiggle it out here as needed. I've had quite a busy day today, so this feels really good. Now place your feet back on the floor. Bring your left knee into your chest, and you can stay right here, or if it feels good, you can straighten out that bottom leg. And don't yank this this knee here. You just want to gently kind of hold it and give it a bit of a stretch. And then we switch. Again, you can stay right here. You can straighten that bottom leg. One more time on each side. And both knees in. Come up to a seat. And come on to all fours. So hands underneath your shoulders and knees underneath your hips. Doing a couple of cat-cows here. Really good move to mobilize our spine. So on an inhale, drop the belly, tailbone lift, chest comes forward, gaze is upward. Exhale, draw the belly in, tuck the tailbone, push the floor away, look towards your navel. Inhale, drop the belly, tailbone goes up, chest comes through, gaze up. Exhale, draw the belly in. Tailbone tucks, push the floor away, look towards your navel. Two more here, inhale. And exhale. Come to neutral. And you can shake out your wrists a little bit here if you need to. Come to neutral, and now we're going to go side to side with our tailbone. So this is called wag the tail from Pilates. So you just imagine that you have a tail, very gently move side to side. Keep your core engaged, so you want to draw that belly button towards the spine to protect the low back. Just gently wag a little bit here. And then if it feels good, you can pick up your feet, move them towards the left, and then look back at your feet. Very gentle here, core is engaged. Inhale to the center, exhale other side. Inhale center, exhale other side. Do a couple more here. Your own breath, inhaling back to center, exhaling as you move outward. Good. From here, push back into child's pose. So your hips will come down on your heels. Your knees can be wide, or you can keep them together for more support for the low back. Forehead comes down on the mats. If this is not accessible to you, you can place a bolster, a pillow, or a rolled up blanket underneath here behind your knees, which will give you less of an angle if you have any sort of knee issue. So that should make it feel a lot better. And if your forehead doesn't come down to the mat, you can grab a block and place it underneath. Deep breaths here. And just relax. Again, this is not a very physical practice. It's just meant to gently wake up the body while the coffee is brewing, right? All right, put that aside. Come back into a tabletop position. And gently flex your right foot and come into hip rolls here. So you're just gonna move your leg. Ooh, lots of cracking and popping, feels so good. Just move your thigh bone in the hip socket. One direction and then the other direction. This is really good to just get that synovial fluid in the hip joint. Just kind of get going for the day. It'll help lubricate your joint and make it feel a lot better and just more alive. All right, other side. Just gonna find your range here where it feels good for you. We're all different, so yours might look a little bit different than mine, but as long as it's the same general idea, you're all good. Other side or other direction. Good. Now come back to sit on your heels again, and we're gonna tuck our toes under and then sit back on your heels. This is stretching the underside of your foot, which actually can cause all kinds of issues all up the chain if it's too tight. Now if this is unbearable for you, you can obviously untuck the toes and just sit right here. Again, if your knees are bothering you, you can grab a block underneath your hips or a bolster or pillow underneath your hips and just decrease the angle in your knees there. All right, now come and face the side of your mat if you're on a yoga mat. If you're on carpet, you're fine anywhere. And bring your legs to kind of this 90-90 position here. I don't know if you can see that, but my legs are in this 90-90 position. And then we're just going to slowly move from side to side. Be very gentle here. Again, just try to mobilize the hip joint a little bit. So not forcing or pushing or yanking, just kind of seeing where your body is today. If you can try it without hands, but you don't have to at all. Using your hands is just as good. Keep your feet flexed here. Oh, and then you might have to move back a little bit. I tend to kind of move all over the place when I do this. And if it feels good, you can hold on one side and start to come down a little bit. You might be right here, or you might be here. That's totally okay. Wherever you are, don't force anything. Just listen to your body. I'm actually feeling this a lot. You come down to your forearms, or not, whatever your body needs today. Breathe. Slowly make your way up. Keep your core engaged here as well. It's important to really protect that low back. So just draw your belly button towards your spine. Other side. Might want to ease into this a little bit. Otherwise, body might not feel so good. These poses are again just meant to gently wake us up and or wind us down or just mobilize the joints a little bit. Again, you can do this first thing in the morning, over lunch, in the evening, all of the above. And slowly make your way up. We're going to move into the front of our hips a little bit. So if you need blocks or a chair or something to hold on to, this can be a little tricky for balance for some, including myself. So I'm going to grab my blocks here. Step your left foot forward and keep your right knee down. If this bothers your knee that's down, you can pad it with a blanket or a towel or a pillow or something. Now you can stay right here where the legs are in 90-90. This is great right here. This is a version of low lunge. So if you tuck your pelvis, imagine you're kind of tucking your tailbone under. You should really feel a stretch here in the front of your hip. It's your hip flexors and your quadriceps. Inhale. Reach your arms overhead if that's accessible to you. You can also keep them down if that feels better. Breathe here. Now, if it feels good and it's accessible to you, you can walk that right foot forward a little bit. And here's where I'm going to use my blocks. It's a great idea if it's the first thing in the morning. So come forward a little bit more in your front hip. I don't want you dumping in here, but still stay engaged. Keep that core engaged, but just sink down a little bit deeper. And then walk your upper body up and back. Engage the right glute ever so slightly. You can hold on here to your left thigh. You can keep your hands on the blocks, or you can actually do this next to a couch or a table or chair or something and just hold on to that for balance. You could also tuck your toes under for extra balance. That really helps. Breathe here. Inhale, arms can come up. And as you exhale, if it feels good, you can cactus the arms. Open up that heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus. Shine that heart through. Inhale, arms up. And come on out, and we're gonna switch sides. So right foot forward. Again, you can start here in a 90-90, and you can stay here the whole time as well. That's totally okay, whatever feels good for you. Tuck your tailbone under, so you're gonna tuck your pelvis here. You should feel this in the front of the hip and your quadriceps, which is your front thigh muscles. You can stay right here, or if you want to intensify a bit, inhale, arms come up. This is such a yummy stretch in the morning, or if you've been sitting all day, this is really, really good. Bring your arms down, walk that front foot forward a little bit if you want, or you can stay in the 90-90. Again, no dumping, but just come a little bit further into that right hip here. And then come on up. You can support your hands on that front thigh. You can have blocks next to you, or you can use a couch or table or chair or anything like that. Tuck your toes under as well for extra balance. Engage that left glute ever so slightly. Inhale. Arms come up. Oh, that feels good. Inhale, bend a little bit more, stretch upward. Exhale, cactus the arms. Shine that heart through. Inhale, arms up. Stretch. Exhale, cactus the arms. Feel that nice stretch through the chest. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, come on out. For our final stretch, you can use a strap here if you're a little bit tight, which I am, so I'm going to use a strap. It's a hamstring stretch, so come back to your, lay on your back. Oh, you can roll it out a little bit here. Oh, I just love this little movement here. It feels so good on my back. Now, if you're using a strap, place it around your left foot, sole of your left foot, then straighten out your leg. The bottom leg can stay bent, which I'm going to do because it feels better on my back, or you can straighten it out. I prefer this. If you have any sort of back issue in your low back, this can be a lot more accessible. Now, use your muscles to actually pull your leg up as far as it'll go, and then hold on to the strap just for gentle support. And stay here. And breathe. Now, if you're really flexible, you might not need the strap. You might be able to just grab your calf and bring it towards your head. Do whatever what feels good for you today. You might also be right here. I've been there too. It's all good. Just feel a stretch throughout the side here, or the back of your leg. And just take some deep breaths here. Relax. Relax your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Relax your face. One more deep breath in. Exhale it out. Slowly lower the leg. And we're going to switch sides. Place the strap, if you're using a strap, around the sole of your right foot. Again, that bottom knee can stay bent, or you can straighten your leg and rest it down. I'm going to keep mine bent because it feels better on my low back. You do whatever feels good for you. Again, raise that leg as far as you can with your muscles, right? And then take hold of the strap and give a little bit of support that way. So you should feel an intense stretch here along the back side of your leg. There shouldn't be any pain. Might be a little bit uncomfortable, and that's okay, but try to just breathe through it. And if it's painful, I want you to lower your leg. So I've been here. So if this is you, no worries at all. This is great. So wherever you are, relax your face, relax your jaw, relax your shoulders, and just breathe here. One more breath in. Take a deep breath. Exhale it out through your mouth. And slowly release. Oh, that feels good. Coming into a quick Shavasana if you'd like. You can keep your knees bent and kind of knocking in together like this if you have any sort of low back issue, or you can straighten your legs for a more traditional Shavasana. You can also place a bolster or a pillow underneath your knees for extra support. And just relax here, let it all go. Feel free to pause the video here and take as long of a Shavasana as you'd like. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a good morning stretch. Bring your knees into your chest. Maybe wiggle around a bit. Roll over to your right side and come up to a seated position. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of these kind of sessions. I hope you enjoyed it. Namaste.